It's Clay Trader, and like you just saw, this will be a video chart on CUBV, Cuba Beverage Company. Very interesting chart here, and it's one of these that has been pretty quiet over the summer, but if you're going to go quiet, that's probably the best time to do it, just simply for the fact of summer is the slowest time period for the markets. And the good thing though with going quiet is the way the price has reacted alongside of that. And what do I mean by that? Well, if we look, like I said, volume has been very light, which just shows how quiet things have been. But then if you correspond that with the price action, you can see that it's been going sideways and consolidating in a nice sideways formation here. And that's really what you want to see. I mean, think about it. If you pulled up a chart and you saw low volume and then you saw a downtrend, I mean, that wouldn't be too too attractive. And vice versa would be the same case. If you looked and saw a chart with not much volume, but you saw that it was already in an uptrend, then you would feel like, well, something's already happened, and I'm not jumping the gun or getting in at any sort of early time frame. But when you have charts that are lower in volume but going sideways, that's always a positive thing to see and something that you want to look for. So what is this consolidation made from? Well, we look down here, and the first thing is, where's the support? You can see very clearly that our gold line here, which is a 200-day simple moving average, is providing support. Perfect example right here, 3 days in a row, price bounced right off it, and that level is at 0.052. And then the top of this consolidation formation here is up at 10 cents. I'm not going to count how many days the price had try to get up through there, but you can see multiple times the price has come up there and hit that 10-cent level, which tells me that it's definitely a stubborn level of resistance, kind of a thorn in the side of this chart. But the good news is, the more stubborn a level of resistance, the more upside and more explosiveness can come from a breakout of that resistance. So like I said, if 10 cents isn't a thorn in the side of this chart, I don't know what would be. But the good news with that is, if you can get another volume day like this or something like one of these, it could really get moving. And on that note, when you look at these resistance levels, it really does show the opportunity here. So I've already got them mapped out, but the first level is up here at 16 cents. You can see right over here the price bounced off it basically 3 days in a row. And don't fall in the trap of thinking, well, geez, that's only a 6-cent move. Remember, we're talking about a stock here that's less than 20 cents. So from 10 cents up to 16 cents, when you're looking at percentages, they add up very quickly. So I see that quite a bit. People get in that mindset where they're not happy because it's only a 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 cent move. But when we're talking about this sort of price range, those every penny counts for quite a bit from a percentage standpoint. After the 16-cent level, the next level of resistance is not until up here at 20 cents. So I'm not trying to state the obvious, but from 10 cents up to 20 cents, that is a 100% move. Now, I'm not saying that's going to shoot up there straight in one day, but given the right circumstances, and if it can get some organic momentum and all that good stuff, it could make a run up there pretty quick, simply for the fact of there aren't many resistance levels. Now, if you had all sorts of moving averages above you and other previous highs that were acting as resistances, that'd be a different story. But the moving averages, as I pointed out, are already below the price down here, so that in and of itself really decreases the amount of resistances that you would have to worry about. So in a nutshell, what I'm getting at is a lot of upside opportunity here, but first steps first, got to get above this 10-cent level. And as long as it can maintain above its 200-day simple moving average, it'll maintain this sideways formation that it has down here of consolidation. So all in all, a good-looking chart. Definitely need to see some volume and some interest here, as it's been quiet. But if it can break above this 10-cent area, then as the chart shows us, these resistances are few and far between. So it could really show us an exciting time here, and just to see what sort of move it could make. So if there are any other questions on it, please let me know. If not, again, this was CUBV, Cuba Beverage Company. Thanks for listening.